Hi, over the past years of working with startup entrepreneurs to get their businesses registered in Nigeria, I have discovered this very, very constant problem, and it is the problem of finding a proper name for their businesses. All right, so I find a situation whereby one already has a name in mind, but that name is likely to have been taken by someone else. And sometimes we have discovered that people just pick up names because they like the way it sounds or because they think it resonates with what their brand is about. But how do you choose a name for your business? What are the things to consider when choosing a name for your business? That is what we're talking about today. If you're looking to start your business this year, then this channel is one channel you need to subscribe to. My name is Victoria Echavo, and let's get right on to it. Okay, so what are the things that you need to consider when choosing a name for your business? All right, at this very point, I assume that you have a business idea or you have started running your business for some time. Of course, you know that it is not enough to have a business idea. You must have validated that idea. That means that you must have tested that business will is profitable for you. And if you don't already know, you need to be sure that business is your not just an ideal business, but it is suitable for you, your personality, how you prefer to work, and profitable for you. And once you have put that side apart, once you have done these other ones, you have confirmed that you have your own business idea and you've validated that it is profitable for you, then you want to set it up, or you've carried on this business over time by using a certain name. You want to set it up, you want to make it into a brand to be remembered. So now you need to choose a name. All right, so how do you choose a name for your business? How do I choose a name for your business? Now, you need to consider these um, simple things to do. So, hope you have your pen with you. And if not, this is a good time to pause the video to get something to write with so you don't forget. And as we go along, be sure to give us likes. If you like what you hear, be sure to like. And you have questions, please leave your comments in the comment section, and I will be sure to reply you or answer your questions. All right, so one thing you must know is that the name of your business is meant to be remembered. The name of your business is like naming a child. You name your business in a way that it will be remembered. Two, you keep your name as simple as possible. So um, don't look for some high sounding words simply because they mean something in a certain language. Look for, even if they mean something in a certain language, try to ensure that name is simplified for remembrance, because you don't want your customers wanting to buy something from you, and then they begin to hit their heads and say, oh, that name is it's no, you don't want that. You want them to always remember your name. Take a simple cursory look at you know successful brands. You'll find that their names are simple. Sometimes, even if those names are names coined out, or names that did not originally exist but are coined out of certain words or collection of words, they are easy to pronounce. For instance, Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, Pepsi, Lux Soap, Joy. You know, you need to keep your name as simple as possible. There is no limitation as to, you know, the there's no limitation to the number of syllables, but I will advise that you keep your name as simple as possible. It can be one syllable word, it can be two syllable word, it can be three or four, provided it is simple to pronounce and remember. Coca-Cola is a four-syllable word, but it is simple to remember. Capri Sun is a three-syllable word, but every child remembers it for its sweet taste. All right, so you want that name to be as simple enough to remember. So the next quality or the next thing to look out for when you're choosing a name for your business is that you must be certain that that name does not belong to someone else, or it's not a name that you saw on a book or the cover of a book or on an old paper or something. It does not belong to someone. You can choose to um, use your name, for instance, and add it to a word or coin out a word from the use of your name. But you must be certain that no one else has put that name together in that format. There is no other way to know that unless you carry out a public search, unless you carry out a name search, not a public search. Usually, they are both different. Now, a public search on the Corporate Affairs Commission platform is a search that you enter by typing these words search.cac.gov.ng. When you type in that on your phone browser or on your laptop browser or whatever browser that you use, once you type that link and enter a search, if you put down a name that you would like to use for your business, to bring out a number of names that exist or do not exist. You can use that to guess, but that will not give you the kind of results that a name search will give you. That public search is free, but a name search is paid. Now, CAC, that's the Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria, has its database online. So you're here in Port Harcourt wanting to register a business, and once you enter a name search, the names that have been registered and on their system would come up, so as to prevent a situation whereby someone registers a name that's close to an already existing name, or a name is that conflicts with that existing name. All right, so once you do that name search usually will cost, if you're doing it by yourself, it's something that will cost around 1,000 naira or so. But if you engage an agent, an accredited agent or an unaccredited agent, you can have them charge you for 2,000 naira or so. If that name is approved, usually that amount is included in the total sum that you pay to register your business. All right. So once you enter a name search, usually within 24 hours, excluding weekends, that name should be approved so you know your status. If your name is approved, then I will advise that you go ahead and log in that name, create a space with that name online. Don't just go open a social media account. That's important, but I'll advise that you get a website set up. All right, so once that name, you have chosen that name that is unique to you, because once you have a name approval, a name search approval means that your name is unique to you. And sometimes, if even if that name is closely related to a certain name, there are things to do to make that name more unique to you. I'll just stay with me, I'll share what exactly you need to do. So once you have your name approved, I'll advise that you get a website set up by a domain name. Go to GoDaddy or Google Host or my favorite HostLag or any of those name servers, Bluehost, Cloudflare, and so on and so forth. Once you buy your domain name on your preferred name server providers, you can now go ahead to open social media accounts in that name to run your business online. But you need to know that once your name is approved for registration by CAC, you have to register that business within 60 days. 60 days of that approval, failing which you will most likely lose that name. I can't tell you how many instances I have where I have gotten name approvals for persons, and they come back 3 months or 4 months later. Sometimes they even did it themselves, and they'd come back and say, "Oh, someone told me that the name was still there," but on that approval notice, you have the name. You have CC right and tell you that this name is reserved for 60 days. So I'll advise that once you have that search done, you ensure that within 60 days, which is a total of 2 months, you have that business registered. Some people complain that they can't register their names with CAC because they are not ready to pay tax. But hey, here's my counsel to you. Taxes have come to stay. So yes, as soon as you have your business registered, you begin to be bound to pay taxes, pay annual returns. Once you get the services of an accredited agent, preferably a lawyer, your lawyer will guide you on the implications of registering your business. You need to understand that you enjoy 1 year tax holiday if you register that business in Nigeria. You enjoy 1 year tax holiday, but in order to enjoy that 1 year tax holiday, you have to obtain or apply for and obtain your certificate of exemption or certificate of no filing of tax, of zero tax, within 6 months of registering that business. Once you have that certificate, then you will be exempted from paying tax within 1 year. But if you don't make that application within the first 6 months of registration of your business, you stand a chance of losing that grace or that holiday. Is that all right? So, what do you do if you have a unique name, a name that you love so much because of what it means to you, a name that is simple to pronounce and remember, and that and you enter a name search and discover that your name is denied? Whoa, what do you do? All right, very, very simple thing to do is to include two additional words to the already denied name, and there's much likelihood that that name is going to be approved. All right, so but if that name is not approved, you may consider changing one word, the main word, the key word, maybe adding a word like the before it. All right, you add the word the center stage, for instance, or the Victoria Echobu Company, or if the Victoria Echobu Company is already registered, I can decide to put the Victoria Echobu Business Education Company, or because the word company is not treated as a unique word, so I will need two more words to make that name unique to me. Then I have someone asking me this question, that what if I have a name registered and I want to register another business in that same name? If you engage the services of an accredited agent, usually what you'll be advised to do, and now I advise you, is to, at the time of entering your name search, you enter that name search including proof that that other business belongs to you. So it could be your RC number or your business number included to it, and then you send for payment. I'm sure that this has been very, very helpful. So remember that in choosing the name for your business, it has to be simple, it has to be easy to remember, and it must not be a name that conflicts with an already existing name, or that is closely related to, as to deceive the public that the two names are owned by the same person. All right. So I've also shared with you what to do if your name is denied and you want that same name. I've also shared with you um, a bonus. I have also shared with you what to do if what to do afterwards once your name is approved. Get a space online, get a website, and open a social media page. I've also told you what to do and how to enjoy the benefits of a tax holiday after you have registered your name. Of course, within 1 year, so you should be ready. And if you are not ready, just make sure that you file zero taxes at the end of the year. Ensure that you make that filing. Once you have that filing done, you are as good as free. All right. So what that means is that once you have your business registered, you'll need to get an account and then file the statement of your account to show that you have not done any business for that period of time. So if this has been very helpful to you, which I'm sure it has been, ensure to give me thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on my weekly uploads, and I'll see you in the next video.